Howdy y'all. So I haven't upgraded my main PC in a while. I'm still using a 5th gen Intel CPU and a GTX 1080 for my graphics card, so I kind of need to upgrade. But part of the reason why I haven't done so far is that I actually can't find a case that I like. Yeah, I'm sure it's a little weird not being able to upgrade your PC just because you don't have a specific case in mind, but with components getting as big as they are, I kind of need to think about that first. That, and I don't really want a normal case anyway, because right next to my desk I have a very large server rack, and I would like to be able to just mount that on it. My current PC is just sitting at the bottom of it, and I want it off the ground. So I've been looking at server rack cases, and none of them have really kind of vibed with me too well, but a friend of mine recently gave me this thing. It doesn't fit in frame, yay! So this actually isn't a server rack case. I'm pretty sure this is just a normal desktop case, but there has been some modifications done to it. Here, let me open it up so I can show you guys what's actually inside. Oh, it came with a free motherboard and CPU and RAM. Oh, it is dusty in here. Anyway, ignore the dust for right now, I'll clean that later. But the big thing I like about this case is that my friend went and 3D printed a custom faceplate for it to make it look more like one of those Storinator kind of cases. So I think this thing will actually look great on a rack. One problem though, it doesn't currently have a power button. There's a 20mm hole towards the top here, which was designed for one of those flip switch ones, but I don't really want a flip switch one. I would much rather have a mechanical key switch. So that's what I'm going to try to build today, a physical power switch that's just a key switch I can use for this case. Okay, so the idea is to take this wire and key switch and these 3D printed parts that I designed and have it be an external button that could go inside that 20mm hole. I got the top end of the button, I have the enclosure that should hold it, and I also have a ring that should help secure it when it's inside of the case itself. But to start, I need to strip this wire and solder it to the 2 pins on this key switch. We'll just go straight down the middle. Gotta make sure I collect my wire sprinkles. Better make sure to tin the wires first. There we go. Now I should be able to hook up some wires to this so I can hook it up to the actual motherboard itself. Tolerance is pretty tight, but I should be able to make it work. So I actually don't need that much in order to get this thing up and running. Really, it just needs a graphics card, so I'm going to use this kind of cheapo one that I got from a pre-built PC. And then it also needs a power supply, so I have this extra power supply I'm just going to throw in there for testing purposes. 650 watts should be enough for this. Also, these are by far not parts I would recommend, they're just parts I had lying around. Because I mean, we're not doing a lot of gaming on whatever this is. Okay, I got the button now hooked up to the side here. It's just hanging on right here. It still kind of like rotates, but yeah, it should be okay. Anyway, I have this fan which has some LEDs on it, which should turn on if it works, but let's see. I got it hooked up with some jumper cables, and let's give it a shot. Ooh, there we go. Cool, now I got my own little button. Glad it works with all these janky parts. Now all I'll just need to do is, well, remove the parts, clean the case, buy new parts. I'm happy with where it is now. All right, time to go to sleep. Shh. Good night, good night. Ah.